Okay, good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
Good
teacher.
morning, teacher.
Okay, so were you able, to answer the questions in the crossword? So did you
I'm
put?
finished.
Okay, so let's try to review them. Okay, let me just. So I'll be sharing my screen so you can see. So here, so we have 10 items on the crossword here. So
Yes.
okay, so for number one, okay, one down. Okay, so this people have complete liberty in choosing to believe in any blank. So what is the answer here? Okay,
Christian.
again, please.
Um. Oh, religion.
Okay, so the keyword here is believing. Okay, so we believe in any religion. Okay, so correct. So how about number two, across? Okay, according to the Constitution, this is being fair and treating others fairly. Okay, what is
Authority.
equality? Okay, again, the keyword here is, even without looking at the book, you can see here. So fair.
Fact.
Okay,
Yes. Fact.
being fair is, okay, being equal to everybody. So equality. Okay. So how about number two down? Okay, this is the liberty to show his or her opinion. Okay, the liberty meaning you can.
Passion.
Okay, this is the freedom of expression. Okay, very good. So expression, correct? Okay, because you can, again, you can say the things you want to say. Okay, so your opinions on anything. Okay, you are free to do that in a democratic country. Okay, number three, freedom of blank and settling down the area of a non-public property. Okay, what is the answer here? The freedom of blank.
Traveling. Traveling.
Okay, when you when you go to a place, of course you need to travel, and you are also free to do that. Okay, and if you want to stay there, okay, and live there, you can do that. Okay, as long as it's just in Thailand. Okay, so that's the freedom of traveling. Sorry. Okay, number four. Okay, down. Rights of blank or fair trial. Sorry, I forgot to put in the or.
Judgment.
Okay, so the word
I
is,
can answer this because I spell Judgment.
so J U D G
And
M E N T.
Judge. Judgment. Judgment.
Oh, let me just. Okay, sorry.
Happy. After judge. Judgment.
I might misspelled it. Sorry.
Gemet.
Okay, so I think I misspelled it when I put it there. So, yes, this is the, okay, this is judgment, okay? So, that is the right to judgment, right to the process of judgment, okay? So, number five, okay? So, number five, across, okay? This is the supreme law. Okay, so we have talked, this was the topic like the previous topic. Okay, what is number 5 across?
Constitution.
Constitution. C-O-N-S-T-I-T-U-T. Sorry. T-I-O-N. Okay, so Constitution. Very good. So how about number 6? Oh, sorry. Constitution. Okay. So number 6. Having a benefit which is certified by the laws. Okay. A benefit. Okay. That is protected by the laws. What is this? What is your answer here? Let's ask other students. Aim. What is your answer in number 6? Across. Okay. It's on your book, page 8, right? Okay. It means you have the benefit to do things. Okay. Like the benefit of voting. Okay, the benefit of buying a property.
Right.
Okay. So let's try RGHT. So correct. Very good. So number 6 down. Okay, this is another word for living area. Okay. This is where you live. So what is the other word for a living area? Let's ask Guy. Do you know the answer here? Guy? No? Okay, let's... Guy, could you please read your answer in number 6? Okay, down. How about Chowick? What is your answer here?
Resident.
Okay, residence. This is where you reside. Okay, residence. Correct. So how about number 7? This answer goes with number 6. Okay, 7 across. Okay, having the freedom to do things without violating the rights. Okay. Of others. So what is your answer here? Put. Do you have an answer for number 7? Put. Hello?
Yes.
Do you have an answer for number 7?
No.
Okay, so what do you think is the answer here? Aim.
Yes.
What is the answer on number 7? Across?
Liberty.
Okay, liberty. So let's try to spell it here. Liberty. Okay, so that's why I told you that it goes with number 6, right? So it's the right and liberty. Okay. So number 8, rights of blank. Okay, people in the family, honor, fame, and privacy. So what is your answer here? Chiwik.
Yes.
What is your answer in number 8?
Protecting.
Okay, the rights of protecting. Okay, the people in your family. Okay, your honor, your fame, and your privacy. Okay, very good. So, okay, that's it. We have completed the crossword puzzle. Very good. So now let's move to the lesson. Okay, so last meeting we started discussing about the Constitution. Okay, uh, we uh, we talked about its aims. Okay, yeah, the meaning. Okay, the principles. Okay, the importance. Okay, I believe we stopped on the structure and the essence. So here, so the structure and the essence of the Constitution. First, okay, uh, is to emphasize the protection of rights and liberties of its people. Okay, so this is number one. Okay, because this I think this is one of the most important. Okay, it is it emphasizes or it means it highlights. Okay, that the main priority, okay, of the Constitution is to protect the rights and liberties of its people. Okay. So also number two, okay, is to identify the duties of Thai citizens. Okay, so the things that they need to do, okay, to be good citizens. Okay, their responsibilities as citizens in of Thailand. Okay. Okay, so like for example, it's their duty to pay their taxes. Okay, it's also their duty to vote. Okay, it's also their duty to, when they turn 21 years old, okay, they need to do military training. Okay, so number three, okay, stipulate the basic state policy. Okay, for the state to pass the laws and set policy in governing the country and all aspects. Okay, so this is to provide a guide as a guide to the policies in the okay uh, country. Okay, so that it needs to have, okay, it needs to pass laws, okay, and set policies in governing. Okay, because if you are just like governing an area or a country, okay, you need to have policies and laws. You cannot just make your own laws, right? You need to follow the Constitution. Okay, and when you pass laws for pass laws, bills, okay, things such as these, okay, you need to follow the Constitution. Okay. Okay, number four, this is to provide roles, okay, and duties of the parliament. Okay, so the parliament is consisting of the House of Representatives and the Senate. Okay, and this one we will be discussing them, okay, later on. Okay, after this topic. Okay, so number five, okay, to provide roles for the council ministers. Okay, so the council ministers are the ones who are governing the state. Okay, and they should, okay, govern the state, okay, with again, okay, with the declared policies. Okay, and they need to also enforce the laws to their governance, okay, effectively. So number six is to provide regulations, okay, on the political party and the election. Okay, so this is like giving rules and regulations on political parties, okay, for them to not violate some, okay, things that are, okay, against the election. Okay, so let's say they cannot do a campaign, okay, within a certain period. Okay, so they cannot do campaigns very early, okay, during this time. Okay, during a certain time. Okay, so this is number 6. So let's move to number 7. Okay, to provide regulations on courts. Okay, to judge legal cases fairly. Okay, so this is the main idea here. Okay, to judge the legal cases fairly in accordance, okay, with the laws under the approval of the king. And we have 4, okay, system of courts, which are, okay, the constitutional court, court of justice, okay, administrative court, and military court. Okay, so we have different kinds of, okay, or different cases of judgment, or we have different kinds of cases. Okay, and it depends whether it falls, okay, on this, okay, 4. Okay, so number 8. Okay, it is to state the importance of virtues and ethics of the politicians. Okay, so virtues and ethics by the politicians. So these are the things that uh, politicians or political leaders, okay, that are not allowed to do. Okay, so that their limitations, the limitations of their power. Okay, so let's say a political leader who is doing things, okay, which is unethical, okay, to his position. Okay, so that can be that can fall under number 8. Okay, so if he is violating, or he is, yes, correct, he is violating the virtues and ethics of a politician, then, okay, the people and the others have the right to, okay, replace him. Okay, so or to impeach. Okay, so number 9, okay, to promote political participation of the people. Okay, so to encourage people in participating, okay, political activities, okay, such as voting. Okay, so number 10, okay, provide independent organizations to examine the state authority. Okay, so uh, this is when, of course, the government, let's say the government needs to be examined. Okay, then of course that person who is examining the government, or like, let's say, investigating the government, okay, it they cannot come to, I mean, they cannot, they need to, what do you call this, uh if they belong to the government, then of course there will be bias. Okay, because you cannot investigate your own, okay, like your own your own government. Okay, because you belong to this government. Let's say uh you are okay, let's say you are a leader, right? Okay, and then, okay, someone who is under you will investigate you, so that you cannot do that. Okay, it has to be, okay, an independent organization, a third party, or a private organization. Okay, that does not belong to the government. Okay, so number 11, okay, stipulate roles and duties of local, okay, administrative organizations. Okay, so this is more of the others, like stipulating the roles and duties, but locally. Okay, in a smaller scale. So these are the structure and the essence of the Constitution. Now let's move to the next topic, which is, okay, please read. Aim. Please read the next topic. What is this? How do you read this word?
So sovereign in entity.
Okay, sovereignty. Okay, So I should remember this word. So sovereignty means, okay, it can mean many things. Okay, one meaning is sovereignty is when no you are the country is under one governance, one authority. Okay, only one power is okay governing the country. Okay, you are not under any other country's okay governance. Okay, you are not being ruled by any other country except, of course, your own country. Okay, this is one meaning of sovereignty, to being independent. Okay, and this is also the supreme power in governing the country. Okay, meaning the highest power in governing the country. Okay, uh, sovereign power rests with the people. Okay, so it means okay the sovereign power belongs to all the people. Okay, and it is exercised through representative bodies such as the parliament. Okay, so members of the parliament okay would be voted by the people. Okay, that's why we are having elections. Okay, and in these elections we choose okay we will be choosing the members of the okay senate, members of the uh, what they call this, members of House of Representatives. Okay, so they will be our representatives. Okay, so another information here we have, if the power belongs to a single person. Okay, okay, there will be too much power to govern the country, or that person okay may use such power for personal benefit and may violate rights and liberties of others. Okay, that is why distributing the sovereign power okay according to the democratic principles, it is divided into three parts. Okay, so what are these okay powers? Okay, this is the legislative power of the parliament. Okay, so legislative power of the parliament. Okay, so take note of this three. Okay, next one is the executive power okay through the council members. Okay, and the last one, the judicial power through the courts. Okay, so we have a legislative okay which is through the parliament. Okay, the parliament are the House of Representatives and the senators. Okay, we also have executive power. Okay, and executive power through the council members. Okay, and the last one, the judicial power through the courts. Okay, so that is for sovereignty. Okay, we still under sovereignty. We have another information here. These three institutions have to balance the power assigned to them. So, okay, none of them will have more power than the other. Okay, so there should be a balance okay between the three. Okay, next one. Okay, the main aim in separating sovereign power is to protect rights, liberties, and interests of the people. Okay, so the use of the sovereign power is separated because it is also under the principle of the Constitution. Okay, so again, so they have followed. This are the sovereign power is separated because it is it is written in the Constitution. Okay, so again, the Constitution is the supreme okay law in governing the country. Okay, so let's talk about these powers okay individually. Okay, So first one we have there the legislative power. Okay. So here. So under legislative power we have two things under legislative power. We have the House of Representatives and the Senators. Okay. So the Parliament is an institution that uses legislative power. Okay, we have the Parliament. Okay, so let me just highlight. Okay, Parliament. Okay, and legislative power, just like from the previous slide. Okay, so the Constitution of Thailand provides the Parliament. Okay, that the Parliament of Thailand apply the bicameral system. Okay, which consists of the House of Representatives. Okay, and the Senate. Okay. Both houses are representatives of Thai people. Okay, to use sovereign power legislatively. Okay, so just like what I said, right? Okay, these representatives are representatives of Thai people because okay, the Thai people did vote for them. Okay, so okay, the provision, a provision of the Constitution towards okay, the legislative power or the Parliament is okay. The president of the Parliament. Okay, this is on page uh 27, by the way. Okay, if you are the president of the Parliament, okay, you should automatically be the president of the House of Representatives. Okay, and if you are the vice president of the Parliament, then you are automatically in the position of the president of the Senate or the Senate president. Okay, and these two persons here, okay, the president and the vice president of the Parliament, okay, must not be a member of both houses at the same time. Okay, so he should only be a member of okay the Senate, okay, and not a member of House Representatives. Okay, and vice versa. Okay, and these houses are of course the House of Representatives and the okay Senate. Okay, so that's the meaning of the first paragraph in there and page 27. Now let's talk about the okay, House of Representatives. Okay, okay, so these are the main component of the parliament system. They are the main component of the parliament system. Okay, and their roles and duties okay are as follows. Okay, so number one, to examine okay and approve draft bills of organic law and other draft bills. Okay, so draft bills are like draft. Okay, they are not yet laws. Okay, they are just being okay examined. Okay, and they haven't been approved yet. Okay, so it is the duty of a House representative to okay examine them and approve them. And if they are approved, they will okay move to the Senate. Okay, and another they will be reviewed okay one more time by the Senate. Okay. So another role here and duty is to control the state administration okay, of the government, okay, such as consulting ministers, either in written or in verbal. Okay, okay. This comes in form of questioning in Parliament. Okay, about the jobs that need to be done according to their duty. Okay, so they are questioning the okay ministers if they are doing their job. They are questioning the ministers if they are okay following the rules. Okay, they are like examining the okay the ministers if they are okay good enough. Okay, if they are good enough to govern okay their okay areas, and they are doing their duties accordingly. Okay, this is another role and duty of a House representative. Okay, now let's move to the Senate. Okay. So according to the provision of the Constitution, okay, we have 150 members of the Senate. Okay, and 77 of them, or let's say half of them, are directly elected, from each province. Okay, by the people who have the right to vote. Okay, so let's say adults. Okay, because when you are 18, you have the right to vote, and you're an adult and you are able to vote. Okay, so another 73, are elected by the Senator Selection Committee. Okay, so the half of the vote is or belongs to the Senate. Okay. So these are the roles, of the Senate. So number 1, consider and approve draft bill of organic law and drafted bills that have passed the consideration of House of Representatives. So this drafted bills or organic laws, draft bill of the organic law, has to go through the House of Representatives. Okay, just like what I've said again earlier. Okay, and also, they another role, is to control the state administration of the government. Okay, so control how is the government uh, is being administered, or how is it being run. Okay, so so let's continue. Number 3. Okay, so they should provide suggestions to the king, in appointing a committee or any important positions, such as the election commission of Thailand. Okay, yeah, there are many others as well. Okay, the election commission of Thailand. Okay, the National Anti-Corruption Commission. Okay, Auditor General of Thailand. Okay, and this ones. Okay, the other positions that are being selected by the king. Okay, so let's move to number 4. Okay, also the Senate has the power to impeach a person holding a political position, or any high-ranking position, such as the prime minister, the minister, the members of the House of Representatives, a fellow senator, the president of Supreme Court, and so on. Okay, so they can impeach. Okay, so to impeach means to kick them out of their position. Okay, like remove them out of their position. Okay, so they can. That's why again, like what it was under the what do you call this? The structure and the essence of Constitution, right? Okay, they can you can investigate, or you can examine members of the state authorities. Okay, so these are the examples of state authorities. Okay, the prime minister and so on. Okay, and it says here in your book, in case of being unusually unusually wealthy. Okay, wherein they supposed to have only this kind of wealth because they are only receiving this amount of salary, from as a government, as a government official. Okay, but if they somehow have so much wealth, Okay, so the Senate has the power to investigate, okay, their wealth, unusual wealth. Okay, so they can check on their, okay, bank transactions. Okay, and so on. Okay, and if it is proven that they are like a corrupt politician or corrupt leader, okay, they can impeach that person. Okay, so another thing here, okay, members of the House of Representatives and the Senates are elected, okay, representatives of the people. Okay, they're selected to work in the parliament and to use the legislative power on behalf of the people. Okay, so you can see here, on behalf of the people. So the people are, okay, selecting them, okay, to work for them. Okay, so it's still, that's why sovereignty belongs still to the people. Okay, so any questions about sovereignty? Okay, or I mean, the legislative power. Okay, so we will be talking about this other things on the next meeting. Okay, so we will be continuing our discussion next meeting. Okay, so I'll be seeing you again next Wednesday. Okay, so bye everyone. Bye everyone.
Bye bye.
Okay, see you next
Bye.
Wednesday.